Yeah. Last week we had 2 demonstration classes in which we have discussed a few basic things that which are related with database. We didn't start Oracle in that. Only few fundamental concepts connecting with database we discussed. So if you want, I just show you the last class, architecture. This was the introduction part of database. Last demonstration class we discussed about this. That you can organize data in 2 ways: file system and database. File system, where we create a file to store and manage data, either by using built-in applications or by using programming languages. Because all these programming languages which are listed here, they support to create file to store and manage data. And databases will be of 2 types: OLTP and OLAP. Online transaction processing, online analytical processing. This is something related with data warehouse. How you define database, what is DBMS, types of DBMS, all that stuff we have discussed in my last session. It was all theory, no practical of a session started yet. And coming to one more important thing, as we have even seen the introduction to RDBMS. RDBMS, that is Relational Database Management System. Okay, now today we are going to start our subject. Yes, so here comes introduction to Oracle. Okay, now in this introduction, we'll first make a list of all the important points connecting with the subject. Then we'll proceed with rest of the things. Okay. Now I'm going to highlight 4 things in this first sentence. What is it? 1. Oracle is a product of Oracle Corporation, introduced in the year 1977 as Oracle 1.0 version. Yes. Now here, first we highlight product name. 1. It is a product of Oracle Corporation, introduced in 1977 as Oracle 1.0. Thus, 4 things are highlighted. An interesting thing of this point is, when it was introduced in 1977, it could not leave its unique identity in market at that time. People could not felt that importance of Oracle. People didn't feel that best usage of Oracle as database. Then Oracle Corporation has come up in 1979. Oracle 2.0. Oracle, which version I'm talking about? 2.0 was released, and from then it became the first commercial relational database, or you can call first SQL database. From here, people felt it to be the best software for managing database. That is the reason in few, people will not will not come up saying that Oracle has introduced in 1977. Rather, they highlight because it left its recognition in market in 1979. So they count Oracle introduction from 1979. But in general, the history says it started in 1977, left its identity unique in market in 1979. So we highlight with 1977 only, though it has no unique identity, but still will count from 1977 only. Okay, that is one point. Then third point that we learn is Oracle is always used as backend, is used as backend. Then another important thing is initial versions of Oracle were RDBMS. They were only what? RDBMS, Relational Database Management System. Then what happened? Especially from this version, that is from Oracle 8i, from this version, 8i, and all later versions. What is that? What is that list of versions? I'll give you in the next part of the session. I'm going to talk on all that stuff. So as of now, what do you say is from Oracle 8i, whatever after that the versions have come, they all have become, they are ORDBMS, Object Relational Database Management Systems, ORDBMS. From which version it is? Oracle 8i. And again, one more important thing is Oracle is client server technology. Client server technology. That is the reason what we find is for practice purpose, that's fine. You can install your Oracle software on your personal desktop or laptop on Windows operating system for practice purpose. But in real time, where Oracle is being used as client server technology, 100% Oracle software is installed on Linux operating system so that it can be shared, it can be accessed by multiple users, right? By multiple users. So for security point of view also, it will be very strong if you install your Oracle on Linux platform. So 100% they install on Linux operating system. And even if you look into this, Oracle Corporation has its own Linux OS, and they call it as OEL, Oracle Enterprise Linux. So by installing OEL first, and on that you can install. I'm not saying like it has to install only on Oracle Linux. No, you can install on Linux developed by any other company as well. There are 500 plus flavors for Linux we find in today's market. 500 plus flavors. One among them is Oracle Enterprise Linux. You might have heard about even Red Hat. There is something called Fedora. There is something called Slackware. There is something called Damian. There is something called SUSE. There is something called Ubuntu. Like this, we have how many? 500 plus flavors. So whichever flavor you have, you can install your Oracle software in that particular operating system. Okay, that is one part. Second part, what we learn is here, when you install it on Linux, not necessarily that client should also be on Linux. Clients can be on any platform. One client can be on Windows, and you can communicate with Linux server where your Oracle software is installed, and you can access whatever your data and database is available. Okay, that is one part. Now, yes, going further on this topic, what we find is Oracle can be installed on any OS. Seventh rule. Here comes again one more important point about Oracle. Initially, Oracle was purely CUI. That is what character user interface. There was no user-friendly support for Oracle. There was no user-friendly support. So at that time, what we used to do is first we used to install Oracle. After that, we used to install one third party tool, and that third party tool used to make Oracle communicate in user friendly manner. But if I don't install the third party tool, alone Oracle cannot have its user friendly tool. So at that time, when it was purely CUI, there used to be one software by name called Toad, Toad, Toad. That software we used to install to make Oracle as what user friendly. But from then, what Oracle Corporation has done, especially from this version, from Oracle 11G, from this version, and all other versions after it, later versions, it has become GUI, graphical user interface. Graphical user interface. One more interesting thing is, and means what? From Oracle 11G, Oracle Corporation has introduced its own tool. And because of that tool, now things have come into user friendly from Oracle. Means I don't need to have that third party tool now, which we used to install before 11G. Before 11G, to make user friendly, we used to install the third party tool. Now that is not needed when you go with your 11G. From 11G, whatever the version you install, you don't need to install the third party tool. Okay, that is one point. Second thing is Oracle is provided with something called database engine. Is provided with what? Database engine. And then comes Oracle is expanded as what? Even in that Oracle word also, last alphabet E is there. No? That also stands for engine only. Oracle is expanded as what? E for engine. And what type of engine it is? Answer. Logical engine it is. It is logical engine. And not only that supports logical operations, even supports arithmetic calculations. Or another expansion of this is also called analytical computing. Arithmetic calculations or analytical computing, logical engine. And OR is expanded to be like a place, a department, a area where this particular Oracle software has come with its development, has come with its unique identity. So that is you refer as Oak Ridge. Yes, this is how Oracle stands for Oak Ridge. arithmetic or analytical, calculations or computing, logical engine. That is how Oracle stands for. These are some introductory points we have connecting with Oracle. Then, yeah. So in this introduction part, you have any questions that you would like to ask me, you can unmute your mic or you can use chat panel and can forward your query for any questions you have. Any point which is not clear, you can ask. You just can unmute your mic and you can, or you can use chat panel, you can send your query. Ashish, Dheeraj, Jain, Reddy, Nagarjun Reddy, Lingala Reddy, Sai Kiran, Samiksha Desai, Swati, Vijay, everyone. Use chat panel and confirm me. Hmm. Okay. Okay. Okay, Swati, just wait. Hmm. No, we actually, for me, I have OS as Windows, so I'll be showing Oracle on Windows. If you have it on, if you have Linux on your personal computer, no issues. I'll guide you how to install Oracle on Linux. You can practice on Linux. There are no issues. I'm comfortable on anything. Like Windows is also fine. Linux is also fine. Yeah. Swati, the eighth point is all about that Oracle works with something called database engine. Actually, it's not like one engine we have. We have multiple engines available for Oracle. Multiple engines for communicating with the SQL. One engine is database engine. When you deal with programming, there is one more engine called PLSQL engine. It's not like one, you have multiple engines available. But since that we mainly use Oracle for database communication, so everywhere or the other, we require something called database engine to process your queries, to deal with your communication to database. Okay. What is database engine? Where it will be? How does it depend on it? Everything you will get to learn when we practically see that part. Okay, Swati? Hope answered your query. Okay. Dheeraj, did you understand what I said, Dheeraj? Okay, that's fine. Now, next. Now we are going to learn different versions of Oracle. Okay, what are they? Now I come up with, make a list now, for example. 19, first version of Oracle, 1977. Oracle 1.0 was introduced. Then 1979, already in my introduction notes, I said Oracle 2.0 was released. Then after that, 1983, Oracle 3.0 was introduced. Then we have continuous 1984, Oracle 4.0 is introduced. Then 1985, Oracle 5.0 is introduced. 83, 84, 85. In continuous 3 years, they have introduced different new versions of what? Oracle 3.0, 4.0, and 5.0. After that, then we have some gap for a modification. They used 1988. They have come up with the Oracle 6.0. Then 1992, they have come up with Oracle 7.0. Then 1997, Oracle 8.0 is introduced. Then 1999, Oracle 9i is introduced. Oracle 8i, not 9i. 8.0, 8i. Then you find 2000. Then they have come up with Oracle 9i. Release 1 is introduced. 2001, Oracle 9i release 2 is introduced. Then 2003, they have come up with Oracle 10G. Release 1 is introduced. Then after, in 2005, they have come up with Oracle 10G release 2 was introduced. Then in 2007, they have come up with Oracle 11G. Release 1 was introduced. Then 2009, they have come up with Oracle 11G. Release 2 is introduced. Then after 2000, after 9, 13, 13 or yeah, if I'm not wrong, it's 13 only. Then they have come up with Oracle 12C release 1. Then 2016, they have come up with Oracle 12C release 2. Then continuous years. 2018, they have come up with Oracle 18C. Then 2019, they have introduced Oracle 19C. Now, in all these versions of Oracle, let me just explain what these terms stand for. I'm not going to talk on them right now. Coming classes, we will discuss. I is all about internet related features. G is all related with grid computing technology. And C is all about cloud computing technology. So we have to study probably in my coming classes how these three are going to support for us. What do you mean by internet related features? What is grid computing technology? And what is cloud computing technology? We will discuss about all these things in detail in my coming classes. Now, actually, this grid computing, cloud computing, internet, these all are to be known with practically for a database administrator. This is not actually a work of developer, but still to justify the terms what we have listed, I definitely will show you how initial database client server technology was there in Oracle. After that, in internet features, what they have done, and then I explain you what is grid computing and what is cloud computing. With architectures, I'll explain you, not in depth, that may unnecessarily create a confusion. So I just highlight with how those architectures differ, what and how the way presentation of data is done in all these three different versions. Okay. And one more interesting thing is, especially in all these versions of Oracle, remember Oracle 1.0 to 7.0. they all come under category of pure RDBMS. Similarly, Oracle 8.0 to 19C, they all come under category of pure ORDBMS. And here, ORDBMS is a combination of RDBMS plus object-oriented features. Object-oriented features. That is how ORDBMS stands. So there's no, we don't have anything logical to specially study about all this stuff. I just have tried to come up to explain you what actually the things are connecting with the Oracle. That's it. That's only about the list I gave you, list of versions of Oracle. And coming to another interesting thing of all these things is, however, we are going to study advanced version of Oracle, so that would 100% will be related with ORDBMS. So it would be Object Relational Database Management System. It's all related with what? ORDBMS. Okay. And one more interesting thing is, especially connecting with the another part. What is it? So first I'll make a list of topics that are introduced in Oracle, that are made available for Oracle. Okay, let me save this file. Intro ORC. Okay. Now we are going to learn topics of Oracle. Yes, what are the different topics which are that are made for us to use in Oracle? Okay. Here I make a list now. First, I'll talk about software. Now, in this Oracle software, remember, Oracle Corporation has introduced three topics. How many? Three. One, this is second, and this is third. Okay, three topics. What are the names of these topics? One, SQL. Second, PL SQL. Third, D2K. Three. SQL is one. PL SQL is the other one. D2K is the other one. And among all these, first SQL structured query language. PL SQL procedural. SQL remains same. D2K developer 2000. Three terms. This is how you expand them. Structured query language, procedural SQL, developer 2000. Developer 2000. Now, again, one interesting thing is, especially for procedural SQL, remember, uh, okay, in this, what do you call, two points, among these 2 points, this SQL and PL SQL, they both are categorized, and here D2K is categorized as one separate subject. Okay, what is it? As simple to conclude, SQL and PL SQL, they both together called by one name. These two together is called by one name. And those terms that we use is SQL and SQL Server both comes as backend. D2K is used as front end. This is used as backend and this is used as front end. SQL, PLS. Okay. Again, this SQL part is there. This SQL part. This SQL part, they have introduced with two divisions again. With the two divisions. Okay, what are they? I'll explain them. Yeah, two divisions. What are those divisions? One is called 6 sub languages we have that we have to study in. And second, we have SQL plus. This is one category. This is second category. Extension of SQL. Extension of SQL. SQL plus. And exactly same way, under PL SQL, Oracle Corporation PL SQL. What for it is used? For two things. Coding, program. And here coding, programming is not that typical as we find in programming languages. Simple coding will be there. Simple coding, simple programming will be there. It's manageable. It's not that typical as what we find in programming languages. Okay. Second, what is PL SQL? It's actually combination of two things. SQL plus procedural features. With this, you might have got a very clear picture that to learn PL SQL, SQL becomes a prerequisite. To learn PL SQL, SQL becomes what I said, prerequisite. So without SQL, PL SQL cannot be learned. You understand? Because somewhere or the other, SQL things are needed in PL SQL. And another interesting thing is, just give me a second. Yes, I have a Just 1 minute. I'll be back. Okay, I'm on mute. I'll be back. Just 1 second. Okay. So here what I was saying is that PLSQL we can learn only when you have knowledge of what? SQL. Okay. One more interesting thing is here, especially in this coding programming part, Oracle Corporation has introduced two ways to deal with this program. Two ways to deal with this program. Okay. This is one way. This is one more way. Like two ways. Right. What are those two ways and how you deal with them? What sort of coding we do here in these two ways? That part I'll just list out. When we start the topic, there we'll learn. But now, two types of programming. What are they? One, anonymous block. Second, stored block. Anonymous block, also called unnamed block. Stored block, also called named block. Difference? How is it different? Just for an overview and for your instant reference, I just refer them with terms what we use here. Okay. Yes. Here I write a brief overview like this is anonymous because it is stored in buffer, and stored block, which means it is stored in database. Stored in database. That means that makes a difference actually. Now under this anonymous block, under this stored block, what topics are we going to deal with? That I'll make a list now. Two things. Okay, what are they? Here we are going to learn about all these things. Basic programming, embedded SQL, exception handling, dynamic SQL, cursors. Under stored block programming, we are going to learn about stored procedures, stored functions, stored packages, stored triggers. These are the topics that we are going to deal with this part. These are the topics that we'll be discussing under what? Anonymous or stored block program. When we start the topic, we'll discuss in detail. But as of now, this is what we have the story for the topics that are introduced for. Right. And remember one more interesting thing of all these. This we are not going to learn. Okay. This is not a part of our syllabus. D2K. This is not there. Now D2K replacement, you have many. I can use Java as front end. I can use Python as front end. I can use .NET as front end. Right. You can use C++ as front end. Okay. So in that we have forms, reports, graphs, three topics. Okay. So our course content includes what? Two topics, SQL and PLC. That's it. Yes.
Hi, sir. Vijay here.
Yes. Yes, Vijay. Yes.
Sir, I haven't received the demonstrations and the Oracle software. I'm not sure. Have you already sent to others, sir?
No, not yet.
Okay, sir. Okay.
No, I have not. But probably in a day or two, I'll share. No problem. Because software is already there. I'm just waiting for the permissions from management. Once they give you privileges to me, then I can share that software with you all. No problem. I'm ready for that. Okay.
Okay, sir.
And
Thank you.
regarding demo sessions also, don't worry. Sessions are with me. That introduction sessions all are with me. But they have to be converted actually. Once they are converted, probably I'll share with you. No problem. I'll do it. Tomorrow after the session, I'll collect all your IDs and then I'll just get back to you on that. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
No, sure. I'll get back to you. Don't worry. Yeah, Lingala Reddy, what are blocks are nothing but coding, it is programming, group of statements that are executed or that are submitted to server at once. And regarding introduction classes, I just now have answered to the query of Mr. Vijay. And the same thing for you. The recorded sessions are with me. Once they are converted, probably today evening or by tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll collect all your IDs and tomorrow I'll share those videos as well. Because that conversion takes a lot of time. And after that, I have to upload all of them to Google Drive and then I'll share with you. So probably tomorrow after session, I'll collect all your IDs and then tomorrow you'll get all the sessions. Okay, fine. We'll stop the session.
Thank you, sir.